We're live at Island Inspired, and check this out. We are making custom surfboards this morning. I tell you what, I'm excited. Stick around.
You're watching Good Morning Carolinas with Jason Glasspool, Crystal Costa, meteorologist Darren Stack, and Amanda Kenseth.
And a very good Tuesday morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. Well, surfing, skateboarding, even a little hula dancing will be on display in Murrells Inlet this weekend.
That's right. You can meet surfboard and skateboard, that's a mouthful, shop owners. And you can also see how these surfboards are made. And we're checking in now with WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kenseth. She's making a surfboard down at Island Inspired Surf Shop in Myrtle Beach. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning. I know, and I'm super excited to see how surfboards are made. I mean, they're so important to you. You know, when you're a surfer, your surfboard is everything. Yeah. And you're out there on the water. So let's get started. So what do we have here right now?
Well, this is a blank, and it's been milled on a CNC machine, or you can hand do it with the planer, which is what I was doing a second ago.
Earlier.
And then from there, you still have to hand finish all the surfboards. So everything on a surfboard is handmade from the beginning to the end. And there's so many different styles and sizes of surfboards. This is a longboard. This is like a 9-foot board, which is good for beginners or small waves. It's great for Myrtle Beach. You know, we typically have smaller waves. So this is a good style. I make a lot of longboards and kind of wider, thicker boards.
Yeah, especially for this area. All right, so what's this? Let's see what this does right here.
This is Sureform. It's just one of the tools that we use to kind of, you know, knock down the shape a little bit and just to get a little bit closer. So there's all kinds of different tools. The planer is the main tool in shaping. So once you get it smooth there, then you go with sanding blocks, and you know, you shape it down there. And then there's drywall screen, you know, to shape the contours to match the rails.
Layer after layer.
You step it down.
All right. Well, we're gonna take the surfboard every step of the way so you can see the finished product, guys.
Pretty cool stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely. So this Sunday's free event is from 1 to 8 o'clock, and it's in the parking lot between Creek Rats and Dave's Dockside. The Grand Strand chapter of the Surfrider Foundation and the Atlantic Surfing Federation are hosting this weekend's Surf and Skate Expo in Murrells Inlet.
Well, proceeds go to a nonprofit program that teaches discipline and sportsmanship through surfing. WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kenseth is making a surfboard this morning. She's at Island Inspired Surf Shop with the details.
That's right. All right. So we saw how the board was shaped, and now we're going to see how it's decorated. You have to make them look beautiful, right?
We do. We do.
All right. Well, take a look at this. You've been drawing on this all morning with these paint pens, which you are very brave because you put one of these in my hand, so you never know what's going to happen.
It's all right. We can fix it.
Okay. Well, talk about what you're doing here and keep showing me what you're doing.
Okay. This is a custom board, and the customer wanted a garland of Hawaiian flowers. So after the board was glassed, I kind of sketched it out with pencil, and then I started filling it in with color. So right now there's not a lot of detail on here, so I'm filling in some of the details with the black lines and the highlights. So it's really just like drawing on paper. I mean, you just fill it in, and
that takes a lot of steadiness with your hands.
Yeah, you have to kind of get a flow going so you don't make a lot of wiggly lines. But once you get used to it, it's really not too hard. You can just fill it in.
And you were talking about how you go out to schools and whatnot and show the kids what you guys do.
Yeah, we're going to Seaside Elementary for their outdoor health and fitness expo that they have in a couple of weeks. And we talk about our girls surf club. We have girls only surf club that we do every summer.
Yes, girls only, girls rock, right?
Right, and it's a really good environment for the girls because, you know, there's no pressure, no hype. We just get out there and start surfing. And
it's a little too cold to go surfing right now, but that's why we're making the boards, getting ready for that surf season, guys.
Absolutely, and you can learn more at this weekend's free event. It's Sunday from 1 to 8 o'clock in the parking lot between Creek Rats and Captain Dave's Dockside.
And a very good and happy Tuesday. It is March 5th. Thanks for waking up with us. Well, it's going to be Surf's Up for dudes and dudettes in Murrells Inlet this weekend for a surf and skate expo.
Sounds fun. WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth is getting in on the action, making a custom surfboard at the island-inspired surf shop in Myrtle Beach. How's it going?
I know. This is so cool. I mean, this is something that I have never seen before. I've always wondered how it's done. And what are we doing right now? What is this?
This is actually the resin that makes the board get hard to the touch.
Okay.
The fiberglass is what gives the board strength. This board has already been what we call dressed, which means the fiberglass is ready. So now what we're doing is we're actually mixing color. So this board will have pigments in it. You can see the kind of the red in there. So what we're going to do is kind of a red and black swirl. So this is kind of an old school way of doing things. Not so many people know how to do it anymore, but we've been doing this a long time. So the color work in the resin can also be done that way, which the resin just will show the color through. Everything goes transparent. And there's also the artwork in the laminates, like the logos and stuff like that. So we do a lot of different brands of surfboards here too. We do some Hawaiian labels that we bring in from overseas and other companies' logos also. So we do them all over.
So basically you just pour that over the whole thing?
Yeah, so once we get the resin mixed up, you know, then we have to add some catalyst. Once you mix the catalyst in with the resins, then it'll harden up. So we'll do that in just a bit.
Very cool. All right, cool. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I am enjoying how these are made. Maybe that's because I like the finished product too and taking that out into the ocean.
That's right.
It's really cool stuff.
Absolutely, and this is what's happening at this weekend's expo. You can learn about the process of making surfboards and skateboards, and it's happening Sunday from 1 to 8 in the parking lot between Creek Rats and Captain Dave's Dockside.
So hanging 10 with WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth. She has been all morning. She's live at the island-inspired surf shop in Myrtle Beach for an event that's going on this weekend in Murrells Inlet.
Yes, and I am super excited. Here we go. We're pouring the resin on the surfboard. This is one of the most difficult things to do in the custom surfboard making process, and that's because time is a big issue here, right?
Yes.
All right, we're pouring this on. There's a lot of steps leading up to this point. You had to shape the board and sand it and put decorations on it maybe, but this is really cool. Now, this is something you said that a lot of people don't know how to do. This is kind of an old school step, but it looks so neat. You mix this black in with the red. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for over 25 years.
Wow.
10 of it in Hawaii. So this is where I learned all these really cool old school tricks, which I learned from some incredible masters in the surfboard industry. And like I said, this is a fun part.
This is really cool. I'm so glad that we got to do this. We were going to show off this fancy machine that you just got, which cuts out boards. But I really wanted to see how this was done, and I'm glad we did because this is amazing. And it just shows all the time and the effort that goes into each one of these custom-made boards. And man, a lucky person who gets to take this board out on the ocean. Guys?
Absolutely, and you could learn all about the making of surfboards and skateboards at the Surf and Skate Expo.
And there's going to be hula girls, too.
Yeah, hula show. It's Sunday, 1 to 8 o'clock in that parking lot between Creek Rats and Captain Dave's Dockside.